What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And guys, this is a video I've wanted to do for a very long time. It is the world's strongest Krisk video, where I have taken my +4 fully awakened Krisk and I have built him with my absolute strongest gear. And if you followed this channel for a while, you may remember that one of my first content videos that I ever made, or some of the first content videos I ever made, were me pulling shards trying to find Krisk. He was the champion that I wanted the absolute most several years ago when I started my content creation journey. So it's kind of nuts to finally come full circle and see a +4 fully awakened version of Krisk, which is kind of nuts. I don't think I would have ever guessed that would have happened back in the day, but here we are. You know, welcome to Kraken world. So Krisk, you know, he used to be the arena OG. He was the guy that you throw into your arena defense, your arena offense, not necessarily, but maybe, but your arena defense team. And he was god tier. So it's crazy to see how far out of the meta that he has fallen in the last several years, because you literally never see Krisk anymore in high level arena. I am talking never. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go into high level arena. We're going to see what we can do with him. We're going to see if he can hang in platinum arena, and see if he can actually dominate. And you know, actually, I don't think I'm in platinum arena. Let me just check. I'm not. So let me get to platinum arena quickly, because that's going to boost his stats a little bit more. And I want to see him at his absolute full power. So let's do that right now. Let's get to platinum arena real quick. All right, we finally made it to platinum arena. So now let's take a look at what a maxed out Krisk looks like. But first and foremost, let's just refresh the skills. I think we all know at this point, so we'll keep it quick. He's the AoE king, right? Everything is AoE. So AoE A1 places decreased speed at 50% when booked. Pretty awesome. You got the AoE A2. This is his main damage dealing ability. It also puts ally protection buff on everybody and then places continuous heals. So such a cool ability. You know, obviously Krisk is still extremely meta for basically Hydra content or other things like that, used all the time in that kind of place. But we'll see how this hits in the arena, right? Because really these are his only two damage dealing abilities, his A1 and then his A2. You got the A3, places the provoke, places increased defense, places increased speed on everybody else except him. Obviously in arena nowadays, putting debuffs is not the best thing because of polymorph. So I am curious to see how the A1 and the A3 play out in that regard. And then we've got his passive, Might of Ages. At the start of each round, he places that massive shield for 2 turns equal to 50% of his max HP. And then he also has a chance to place decreased defense and decreased attack on an attacker when hit. So in like today's day and age, very likely to get polymorphed, right? He's got some stuff here that makes him very likely to become a sheep, which is really rough. Blessing wise, I've got him in Brimstone because I use him in Hydra. You know, I'm not going to bother changing this. Realistically, we've got the benefits from this. I don't need to put him in Soul Reap or anything else. He's got all the increased stuff since he is fully awakened, which is the most important stuff. When we look at the masteries, I changed his masteries up specifically for this video. So we've got him, as you can see here. I'm going to switch my camera over to the right. We've got him in the offense tree just to get Helm Smasher so he can hit as hard as possible and ignore some defense. I did go with Methodical to increase the damage of his A1 because he will be throwing the A1 out a lot. So I wanted to see what that would do. And then I did give him a little bit of first hit increase with the Ruthless Ambush. And then we went defense tree. So nothing too crazy over here on the mastery side of things, but gives you an idea. I love that camera motion, by the way. Isn't that so slick? It slides back and forth. Oh, professional streamer, baby. Okay, let's take a look at the build. I've put literally some of my absolute strongest gear in him. We've got him in a Savage set. Let's go through the pieces. Quad crit rate roll on the weapon. I'm not changing this because this is normally on my Georgid. We've got triple defense, crit damage, crit rate, speed, defense, crit rate, crit damage. I mean, just absolute god tier pieces across the board. For the boots, it's my favorite boots that I have on my entire account, which is defense, crit damage, and crit rate with speed and HP. Ooh, so perfect. Defense on the chest plate. with defense ascension, of course, and then crit damage and speed. And then we've got these god tier gloves, crit damage and crit damage, the stone skin set, triple crit rate roll and defense. So these are just nasty for a defensive nuker. For the artifacts, or excuse me, the accessories, not a super great banner. Speed and defense is good, but wish it were a triple roll or better. This is just something I pulled off of my Lazarius because it has a crit damage ascension. Stone skin, you know, he's not built in any kind of stone skin set right now, so he's just built strictly for damage. And then we've got a double roll here, so I didn't have a triple roll of defense ring, which was surprising. So could hypothetically make him even stronger if I had a little bit better rolls on the banner and on the ring. Now let's take a look. What does all this add up to? He's a defense champion, so we're looking at 9,000 defense. My camera just cut out there. I'm still having issues with that. I gotta figure that out. 9,000 defense and 385% crit damage. Oh baby. And we've managed to keep his accuracy pretty low, which is actually great for arena nowadays. So hopefully that means less sheep. But look at that, 385, 9,000 defense. I didn't build him fast. I'm not taking him into live arena. He would get slaughtered. So he's only at 195 speed, but man, he should do some damage. I'm really curious to see. So let's take him in. Let's do a quick test. We're going to test him against Stultus. I have a +4 Stultus. I'll just quickly show you that build for reference. Where is, you know what? We're going to be smart. We're going to do the filter. Look at that. We're filtering. There we go. Stultus, who does have the crit damage increase with the awakening. He's not 5 or 6 star, but that's okay. And just to give you a quick idea of his stats, he's sitting at 8,300 defense and 342% crit damage. So a little bit lower on both of those categories. Our Krisk, of course, sitting at 9,000 and 385. So actually quite a bit lower. So Stultus is not going to hit anywhere near as hard, or at least shouldn't, depending on multipliers, right? So we know Stultus has some pretty nasty multipliers for a defense-based nuker. So let's go into the Dragon's Lair, stage 23. Let's kick the super raids off. We don't want that. That's a different Stultus. No, we want Mac Daddy Krisk. We're going to bring in Sifi to increase defense. And we'll bring in Stultus as well, just to compare. And then also Lydia for a chance to see what they do when they've got decreased defense and weaken out there. So I think this should be fine. This should take care of it. Let's see what it does. Let's see what he does. I've always wanted to build a damaged Krisk. You know, I've always wanted to do it just to see what happens. So we've got increased defense up. We've got decreased defense. We've got weaken out there. So let's see what he does. We'll start with the A2, slow it down. This is the A2, the Centuried Vigor. I'm really curious if he kills these guys or if not. Let's find out. Oh, actually not bad. 276. Okay. That's actually better than I thought. Nice. That actually can hit pretty hard then. That's not that bad at all. That's not like top tier or anything like that. You know what I mean? He's still not going to hit like nearly as hard as some of the other champions that have been introduced to the game, but that's actually surprisingly better than I thought. Let's see what Stultus does. 285. 285 right there. So that was a monster hit on the A3 from Stultus. I think that has to have better multipliers given the massive defense and crit damage you know, disparity. Or he might have triggered Helm Smasher, right? That's the other big thing with this is somebody triggering Helm Smasher? You don't know. There's no way to tell. So you're kind of left in the dark guessing as to what the real numbers are. Let's go again. Let's use the A2 again, just to get one more opportunity to kind of see everybody got the debuffs. All right, perfect. Here we go. One more with the A2. Boom. 231, 237. I thought I saw 300 there. Did I see a 300? I thought I did. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I missed it. 2 left alive, though. Let's see what Stultus does again with his A3. 267, 313. Stultus hits really freaking hard. When you think about how much less crit damage he has and how much less defense he has than this Krisk, really shows you how important the multipliers are, right? All right, let's go one more time. Let's do the A1. Just burning this energy. burning this energy up. All right, let's get the A1 out there. See what he does with the A1. I don't think this is a super hard hitting A1 by any stretch of the imagination. So let's just take a look though and see. A1, 143, 145. Okay. 143, 145. What does Stultus hit for on the A1? 142. That's a double hitter, by the way, I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't that a double hitter on the A1 for Stultus? Holy smokes, I'm pretty sure that is. This is becoming a Stultus showcase. My goodness. I think that's a double hitter. I'm 99.9% positive, but I want to look it up just to make sure. Just to give you an idea. Yes. Wow. That is a really hard-hitting A1. Now, obviously, it's only single target, whereas Krisk's is everybody. So you can see why he was never really, like, you know, to be fair, he was never really the damage dealer in Arena, right? That was never really his number one purpose. He was definitely much more popular on Arena defense because of his massive shield and the decreased defense and decreased attack. But I do know some people would run him occasionally back in the day as a damage, like nuke Krisk. So let's see what he can do against modern day god tier. And again, we are in platinum, platinum arena teams. So we'll start off with something easy. This is a level 88. Let's see what our boy Krisk can do in 88, right? All right, Krisk, let's put him in there. What else do we want here? We don't want to throw any debuffs out. We'll definitely take something to lock out. We'll take Yumiko, I think. Should be fast enough. And I'm going to take Arbiter. Actually, I'll take Shuzen just to get back around. I don't think I need Necrin or anything like that to protect Krisk. Well, let's just make sure we outspeed everybody with the Shuzen. So, okay. Or Hydelia. My Shuzen isn't super fast, so I very well might not be fast enough. I had to pull out the Arbiters. I think this is maybe a little bit faster. Okay. Decreased defense up. We got tons of stone skin, so this is going to be a real treat. I mean, I guess we just go ahead and see, right? Like, does it kill the Sun Wukong? It does with 127. Let's put it on auto. Let's see what it does on auto. Man, it really shows you how much Arena has changed, right? Like, holy smokes, it really shows you, because now abilities that don't go through Stone Skin, or you see how everybody is built in Stone Skin, just completely different from 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, we have had massive changes from Arena from when this game first came out. You know what I mean? Platinum obviously wasn't even in the game when it first came out, but man, what a difference. What a difference it is, because you can't get through any of this stuff. You're not getting through it. Now, he did nuke there, not bad. We'll take it. This is also a way lower power level team than my account, so we got to keep that in mind, right? Does he have the damage to I'm curious if he actually has the damage to kill a UDK. He literally might not have the damage. Let's find out. Man, that would be a real, oh my god, does he not have the damage to get through UDK? Surely. Okay, there's the A1. Okay, he had the, I was worried for nothing. I was a little nervous there. Like 9,000 defense, 385% crit damage, but still, that was a low level team. So let's see if we can find a little bit higher level one. All right, here we go. It's a little bit higher. We could also go over here to the Sieg front. Maybe we'll hit that next. See what he does here. God, what a difference. You can just, oh my god, stone skin everywhere. So much stone skin. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll lead off with his provoke. He didn't get sheep, so that's nice. Jeez, man, there's a lot of stone skin nowadays, huh, guys? Stone skin here, stone skin there. Okay, he still hasn't gotten sheep, so we'll take that. That's a win. We're just kind of biding our time here. Don't really, I mean, they're still in stone skin, very slow team. We'll just go ahead and nuke right now and just see. Okay. Go with the A1. Can we kill? All right, the A1 did actually kill the Sun Wukong. Man, what? Oof. it just really shows you how like OG champions like this that were widely regarded as some of the absolute best in the game. And don't get me wrong, like Krisk is still really top tier when it comes to PvE, but you can see how much he's been power crept, and really how much of that power creep was in the last 2 years, or really even the last year and a half with mythicals and things like that. Champions like this that were considered absolutely dominant really are nowhere near the same level of importance as they once were. And again, we're not using him for his intended purpose. You know what I mean? He really is not an arena damage dealer, but he was an arena defense champ. And I don't think he would be viable, at least at the high level, in that role anymore either. I think he'd become a sheep pretty quickly. Or just like with so many champions, even like Narcissus, that can go through shields. I don't think his massive shield is the advantage that it once was. Okay, we did get a triple there, not bad. Go again, finish it off. All right, the A1 finishes it off. So, all right, he can at least kill some teams. Let's try this team with the Siegfried. This should be interesting. Let's see what this team does. I think one of the other big things that's changed about Arena too is because of Polymorph, you don't see, God, Stone Skin again. You don't see debuffs the way that you once did. Like you think back to the meta in the past and you think about Madame Saris, right? You know what I mean? Like you think about the ability to strip as well as to place decreased defense. And it's a part of why fights were so much faster in the past, whereas now they can end up being 2-3 minutes long, etc., in a way that they never were before, because you can't apply the debuffs due to Polymorph, due to the fact that if you try to do that, you're probably going to become a sheep again, at least at the high level. It's, you know, playing the free-to-play account recently has certainly shown me that Polymorph is nowhere near as pervasive at the very low level of the game, but man, it is everywhere at the high level. So it is one of those things that really has changed how Arena works, because a champion like Krisk would be much more viable in a non-polymorph world. You know what I mean? You could use his other abilities with impunity without fear of becoming a sheep, right? So big changes. I'm actually surprised nobody's become a sheep yet. So I'm shocked. So far, we're lucky here, right? All right, there's the A1. Let's see. We got it. The Siegfried could hypothetically nuke us really hard here. So let's see what we can do. Can we get through the Necrit? That's what we need to do. Get through the Necrit. One more big boy nuke. Let's go. Okay, still not through the Necrit. Let's reset everything. Let's give us more speed. I'm going to use the A1 here. Oh, nope. It was enough to actually kill. So interesting. Okay. I was hoping not to kill everybody else with the A1, but it did get the job done. I didn't want to have Siegfried. I shouldn't have bothered doing that. That actually hurts me, and I'll have a way of stripping this. Let's put this in auto. This is gonna take a while, guys. It's gonna take a while to get through this one with the block damage. But hey, you know what? He hasn't become a sheep yet. He hasn't become a sheep. I'll be honest, I didn't look at the polymorph level of this team before the fight started, so we need to take a look afterwards. But no sheep is good. We'll take that. That's a win. Anytime we're not becoming sheep, we get to enjoy actually playing the game and using abilities, which is a really nice feeling, to say the least. So he's throwing out provokes. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Like, this is the power of Krisk back in the olden days, right? You know, throwing those provokes, controlling the team in this role, dealing damage, hypothetically keeping your team alive with ally protect and healing himself. All right, nice. Let's take a look. How much polymorph was on that team? Aha, yes. Now I know why we weren't a sheep, guys, because there was no 6-star polymorph on the team. Okay, makes more sense now. It's all making sense. All right, let's refresh. Let's get a real beast of a team here. See if we can find a oh yes, this is the, you know what, I don't even know if I'm faster. I think I gotta switch to I don't even know if my arbiter's faster, honestly. Let's find out. Yes, now let's see how our boy Krisk fares. Jesus, Stone skin everywhere. Did this Arbiter have temporal chains? I'm gonna guess yes, so we'll try to do this. Okay, it was the right choice. Or not Arbiter, this Yumiko. Not Arbiter, Yumiko. All right, how does he hold up? Okay, he took some hits. He is defense based, so that's good. Let's see if we can, maybe we have enough accuracy with the Arbiter. Normally I wouldn't do this. Nope. She's dead. Let's get the buffs up now. I'd love to be able to get one hit off just to see. Unfortunately, no. I don't even think he's going to live. Yeah, he's going to end up dead. But I can't hit. I can't hit the Marichka. Okay. All right, we did get that up at least. We get to see better damage as to what he does. I like that. All right, so let's see what he does here. Now they've got a strength and buff up. They've got a shield. I don't think this is gonna do much, but he does have increased defense. Boom, baby! Look at the damage. Okay, he's dead. Man, that's rough. That is rough in today's day and age. That is rough, my friends. Can I beat this team? I actually don't even know if I can beat this team. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he has what it takes to beat this team. Oh, is he dead again? Oh my god, he's already dead again. There's just like, he's just completely outclassed in this role. And again, to be fair, he was never a primary damage dealer. But man, what a oof. What a difference, huh? I don't think I can beat this team. Yeah, there's no way. I can bring back Arbiter and maybe just try to res this way and just get a little more health on him. Let's reset everything. See if he resisted. Man. The problem is I'm going to wake this. There's nothing I can do here. He's going to wake up no matter what. Wake up the Taurus. They've got strengthen again. Maybe let's try this. Okay, we did get a provoke, but it doesn't matter. It's only one turn. So that actually was pointless. I was thinking in my head, I don't know why I just did that. I forgot. Yeah, this is not going well. I don't think, even if I played this perfectly, I don't think we'd have enough damage to be able to kill this team. It's just too tanky. It's just too tanky, and he doesn't do enough damage relative to other nukers. But man, isn't that crazy? When you think about it, like, this is a champion with 9,000 defense. 9,000 defense. And he's like struggling to make a dent against Taurus, for example. I mean, we're cooked now. We just got cooldown, whatever. But man, that's crazy. That's crazy that it's that hard. Is there anyone? Let's see. Let's try him against. This is a lower level team, but a lot of resistance here, so we might not have enough accuracy. Let's just make sure. I think we should outspeed this team. Maybe not, though. God almighty, it's just stone skin everywhere, guys. Stone skin, stone skin, stone skin. Okay, we did have enough accuracy there, but they can reset, which means we're probably dead here. Who becomes the sheep? All right, all the buff strip. Now, Armand's became the sheep. Krisk just managing to survive there. Does he die to the Sifi? You know what? I'm going to put it up anyway. Yep, he does die. And Armand's is not on cooldown. Man, I don't think he can hang, right? Oh my God, Sheep Shadow Legends. It's all happening. Ugh. Now we're shut down. Well. Oh, man. It just shows you how much things have changed. Like, there's no coming back from this. We've lost for sure. Power of Krixia, right? Krixia resets. Armand's goes. He did become a sheep, but he was able to strip all the buffs. And then it was kind of just game over. Very hard hitting Harima as well, even though only +1. Man. Look at little baby whale action right here. Player power 7.9, but we got Galathier. We got them all. Oh, man. Oof. I don't know. One more. Let's try this one. Armand's again. I think I need the speed on this. Armand's and Warlord. No, we don't have enough speed, or do we? Okay, I think we do. All right, let's see if he can get through this team. Man. Jeez Louise. All right, can we do some damage here? Okay, we did. Hey, we actually killed all 3. All right, sheesh. And the Harima? Really? Wow. I'm actually shocked by that. All right, Krisk. You ain't dead yet, my boy. I am stunned. He actually killed all 3. This must be a super squishy Harima. He had to have procced like Helm Smasher and stuff like that. That hat, really? It's not super high player power, but I'm surprised. Maybe it's still a bit squishier team than I thought. All right, well, one more because I'm actually curious now. Here we go. Narcissus. Speed that guy. I definitely don't think I'm faster in this team. I'll tell you that much. We'll try it. I'm pretty sure I'm slower in this team, so this should be a loss. Okay, we are indeed slower. And we got controlled, so we're cooked here for sure. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Speed is king, especially for teams like this, obviously. Yep. Constant's got a fast team, though. I'm not surprised by that at all. Man, what did you... Wow. Just, it's crazy to think. It's crazy to see the difference, you know what I mean? This champion would have been viable in Arena at the highest levels 2 years ago, for sure. He wouldn't have been your top choice, but he would have been viable. Nowadays, he's just not even remotely worth building like this. And again, 9k defense, 385 crit damage. That is a crazy build. That's a crazy build. Really does show you how important multiples are when it comes to damage, and also just shows you how outclassed he is nowadays. He is just utterly outclassed and not remotely meta at all in the arena scene. So my sweet lizard boy, how I wanted you for so many years, and how it hurts me to see how far you've fallen. Still an incredible champ, don't get me wrong, but this arena defense, I don't think even for arena defense you would make as much sense again because of polymorph. Like, you'd become a sheep almost immediately at the high level. So man, what an interesting thing to see. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, but really eye-opening after wanting to do this video for such a long time. So I don't know, let me know in the comments down below. Are you as surprised as I am at how outclassed he is? I mean, I really do feel like you can say that he's outclassed. We only fought one Taurus Marichka team, and that was basically game over. Now, to be fair, he's so terrible for that because every attack is an AoE, but still, he really struggles even with other teams, I think. You know, it's certainly Armand's and Krixia's and stuff like that. So really curious what you guys think, but I'm glad I finally built him. And I'll say this, I still love you, Krisk. I still love you, Lizard Buddy. I still use him in Hydra all the time. In fact, I need to rebuild him for Hydra and actually put him in a Hex set, which I never had, which I don't even, or excuse me, a Curse set. I don't even know how good my Curse gear is because I sold most of this before they buffed it. You know what I mean? So it used to be the worst set in the game, bar none, and then they made it a really important set for Hydra, and unfortunately, I'd already sold all my Krisk gear, so whoops, that was a big mistake. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed seeing the world's strongest Krisk. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and also who I should do next. There's a lot of people in here. Maybe Visix, maybe what, Royal Huntsman, I think now is +4, fully awakened. So a lot of different good choices here. So let me know what you would like to see next, and I'll get on it. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Big Papa Drock out.